And it sounds crazy, I know, but everybody I talk to right now, the story is that everybody's just super crazed, super busy, and everyone just is looking for a minute to rest. And it doesn't seem to be coming. And even if it is a time when we're not out doing a lot of other things or we're still at home, there's a lot of energy that goes into how we navigate our day during this new normal and the various considerations we have to make. Certain things that were so easy before that are now so difficult, if not impossible. So if you're feeling like you're just tired, you are just so tired of it all, and you're just ready to find a time to relax, but you need to keep pushing forward for just a little bit longer and for just a minute, then that's what we're going to talk about today. So we'll dive right on in. Hello, I am Owen. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. We are live, as always, so feel free to let me know you're here. Give me a shout. If you're on YouTube, I hope that you will subscribe. Please click the button below this video. And then on Facebook, we'd love to have you in our group, our Facebook group for Abundance Hackers. Abundance Hackers are people who know how to find creative solutions to support themselves and stay in service when times get tough. So if that sounds like you, then go ahead and join the group. I just put a link in the chat. So as I get thinking about, feeling tired, right? Like I feel like just pushing forward, and the memory that I sort of keep going to as I'm like, this is too much. Like I've just got to take a break. Is when I was running the Malibu Triathlon. Now, I am not a triathlete. Well, I guess I am a triathlete because I've run a triathlon a couple of times, actually. We just did it with our work. I was working at our office. We had a team that went into the triathlon, and we trained for this. It was a half-mile swim in the ocean. It was an 18-some-odd-mile bike ride, and then a 5-mile run in Malibu, like right out toward Leo Carrillo. And, a half-mile swim in the ocean, I don't know if you swam half a mile ever before, but swimming in the ocean at all is very difficult. Half a mile is a long way to do it, and especially when you're around like so many other people. So I did that. The bike ride was not easy. Not an easy bike ride. 18 miles right after that intense swim, that's a lot. So by the time I finally got back from the bike ride, after I'm like just pushing, just got to get to the end of the bike ride, get into that finish line. And then the next thing is, okay, great, put on your running shoes. We're going to go run 5 miles. Needless to say, I was feeling a little like, are you freaking kidding me? Why did I sign up for this thing? There's no way I'm going to make it to the end. This is crazy. So I'm running, and as I'm running along, at least this part was mercifully flat. It wasn't all that way. This was probably the levelest terrain of the water or the bike ride of any of it. As I'm running, I'm feeling so exhausted, and I remember growing up, my Boy Scout or Cub Scout master telling us on a hike, it's like, look, if you feel like you're exhausted, just look inside. You've always got that extra bit of energy inside you. You've always got it, but you have to find it. You have to dig and find it. And I remember as a kid being like, yeah, whatever, but it's sort of always been there. So I remember as I'm running, I'm looking inside, I'm like, all right, find that energy, get me over the finish line. And I got there. I did it. I didn't give up. I didn't stop. I did make it. My heart did not explode. My legs worked just fine. And in the second year that I did it, even feeling exactly the same way, managed to beat my time for the first year. So there were so many opportunities to give up. No, I don't think anybody ever would have blamed me for stepping out of this triathlon. It's not like this was something I was, competing to do or whatnot. This is a crazy, crazy thing to do. But I was not an option for me. It was not an option for me to give up to step out. So I really had to look inside and find that extra bit of energy. So right now, if you are in a situation where you are just exhausted, you are just tired, you feel like you're worked to the bone and there is no rest at all, then know that you do have that little bit of energy still deep inside you. It's important for you to move forward. Why not? You can still find it. So how do we get in touch with this little bit of energy and how do you unlock it? So the first things first is it is okay to take a breather. It's important to take a breather. Everybody needs rest. Absolutely everybody needs rest. If you need to just stop what you're doing and survey get the lay of the land and figure out what's going on, do that. Take a minute, give yourself a day, even if you need to. Take a breather, catch your breath, figure out what's going on. And then the next thing to really do and focus on where is it that you're headed? Where are you going? Like if you're feeling super crazy busy, a lot of times for me, if I get really, really busy, I start to lose track of where exactly it is that I'm going in the first place. I get lost in the just tasky, let's complete things and get them off the list. But then I get lost in that, and then I start to lose track of where it is that I'm going. So remember, as you're taking a breather, where are you going with all of this work? What is it that you're doing? What exactly is it that you're doing? And then, of course, the most important question on top of all of that is, why are you doing it in the first place? What is your why? So you are doing all of this work. You are running yourself ragged. What is the purpose? Are you doing it for your work? Are you doing it for your family? Are you doing it for yourself? Are you doing it for somebody else? What is the real reason behind what it is that has got you so exhausted and why you're doing it? And be gentle with yourself on this one, because if you do discover that you have been doing something for a purpose that doesn't make any sense to you at the moment or any longer, then it's okay to change. Sometimes for me, I get really hard on myself. Like if I realize that I'm doing something that now I regard as, and you're doing something like that, and that's really, really stupid that you're doing that. Sometimes I'll have a hard time like getting my head around it and changing the behavior, because I first have to get past the voice that's saying, and you're really stupid for doing this in the first place. And then it's just like, well, to avoid that, I'm just going to keep doing this stupid thing and just not talk about it. But that's not acceptable, and that's not okay. So, but it is okay to be gentle with yourself. If you realize that you're really, really busy with something that's not for a purpose that you want right now, be gentle with yourself. Forgive yourself for doing it. Allow yourself to change. You are permitted to do that at any time, right now if you want to. All right. And one of the biggest things that you can do if you feel like you are headed in a weird direction, or you're doing something and you're just not sure why, then it's a perfect time to get in touch with your passion. It's a perfect time to figure out what it is that you're passionate about. Is all the stuff that's got you really, really busy connected to something that you are passionate about? Maybe helping other people, maybe building things, maybe, who knows? What gets you excited? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What gets you really, really pumped, even when we're at home for 6 million years, like it feels like. So figure out what it is. Take an hour out of your day and spend that time working on your passion, getting connected with it, advancing it, or use it to explore what your passion might be, to explore some options. Just play around. No rules for yourself. And if you want some guidance on how to do that, then you can go to owenjward.com, and I'll send you your free guide to go from scarcity to abundance, how to unlock and unleash your superpower. So that is it for today. I hope that you're doing all right. I hope you're having a great Friday, and I will talk to you tomorrow.